Are you looking for a pair of sunglasses? Well, if you are, I'm going to be talking about the trendiest pair of sunglasses. I wouldn't say even trendiest, because you make up your own mind. I'll just show you what was on the runways and then you decide. And that's how the trends should be created, right? Not by somebody saying, this is trendy, wear it. By you seeing what's on there and then deciding for yourself, or otherwise we're all gonna be looking the same. Hey guys, my name is Maria and welcome to Design or Design. Today I'm gonna be talking about these sunglasses, their trends, what I've seen on the runways, and just let you guys know what's there, what's not. Anyways, let's get started. We do see a bunch of sunglasses that were there, but not quite for the actual wearers. Maybe there were like a little accent of interest in there, like this Louis Vuitton ones. Like, how are you gonna wear this? This is gonna be so inconvenient with the lights and everything. Is there a battery? I don't know. So apart from that, let's just take them out. Though kind of the first sunglasses, I wouldn't say even sunglasses, maybe eye shields, there were found in the Inuit culture. These glasses made of ivory, I believe, or like a tusk of some sort, and they had two little slits to protect their eyes from the sun and of course from the sun bouncing from the snow into the eyes. We later historically see in 1752 James Ayscough invents green and blue tinted lenses. They were kind of there, but not like super popular, I guess. Well, they were pretty expensive, right? Then in the 1930s, sunglasses become more popular and more mainstream. They were created kind of for the masses. And in the 1937, we see Ray-Bans that launched the Aviator sunglasses. And that's exactly what we're going to be talking about first. Aviator glasses were created because of the World War II. This is the first war where we have aviation, the planes, the pilots present in the action, and there was a lot of pilots that saying that their eyes are very strained from the constant sun and it's really difficult for them. So this new shape of the kind of a drop situation that was created for them. On the runways, we see these classical ones and maybe some more a little bit recreated and maybe like more rectangular ones. The Aviators were popular beforehand during like the 80s, the 60s. They didn't really happen too much afterwards. Maybe in like 2010 they were popular with the chrome lenses. I'm really bad for sunglasses. My sunglasses always have my fingerprints on the lenses, so like those are not for me. If you're too lazy to check your sunglasses, yeah, don't do it. We've seen a very classical versions of them, like in Yves Saint Laurent, having a metal frame and everything, and the shape maybe a little bit on a more of a square side. If you're wondering what face shapes work best with Aviators, I would say maybe round shaped faces, heart shaped face, or triangle shaped, so kind of like a reverse triangle or heart, where you have very small elegant chin and like a bigger forehead. Because the Aviators kind of go down and fill up that lower half of the face, it kind of balances it all out. I would also recommend wearing it if you have very maybe even square face, because it is somewhat of a rounded organic shape, so it's gonna balance with your features, like if you have really sharp features. But yes, some other shows that were having these sunglasses is Lanma, and they had a flat top version of it with a plastic frame, but still having that drop onto the cheek itself. Next one up is just some metal frames. Maybe if you're looking for actual glasses to purchase, we see a lot of very minimalistic glasses on the runways. Maybe is very subtle metal frame. Maybe there is no frame at all. We also see this in the Acne Studios tinted glasses having just a simple frame. All right, rectangular. We see a lot of these on runways, and I'm here for it. I feel like it's one of those sunglasses that have been very strong for past few years. Seems like almost everybody has a pair. I really like it because it's not too big and it's not crazy small. I feel like it's a really safe trend to follow. For sure, I know that my outfits have dramatically changed with these sunglasses present, and the shapes of the face that works well with this would be oval face, or rounded face, or diamond face. So think about the contrast of them to your features as well. If you have more rounded features, bring more angles. And it seems like the rectangular sunglasses are very popular because they were all about street style photography. We have them in different colors, but this is kind of like the summer versions. Spring, fall is still coming in a go, you know, you guys. Next one up is oval. It is very closely followed. It's kind of just like a rectangular but rounded edges. We see a lot of them on the runways as well, more on a smaller side as well as going into larger, but right now we're looking at the smaller side. Faces that usually work well with these type of sunglasses or glasses are square, heart-shaped, or diamond face shapes. So square kind of makes sense because there is very sharp angles. You would have somewhat of a circular, organic sunglasses that will play with the shape of the face and kind of make it softer. And people with heart-shaped faces usually have prominent cheekbones, broad brows, and sloping and thin chins. Essentially, a pair of oval glasses reduces and levels out any corners. Same goes for the diamond-shaped face. We also see Miu Miu presenting these oval glasses as regular glasses for vision. I feel like these are very quirky. Would I have ever thought of buying a pair of these back in a day when I needed glasses? No, but I think that the time is right now, you know? And if you do like to play around with your glasses and be noticed, I feel like it's one of those trends that if you jump on it now, it's gonna be pretty cool in a few years. All right, moving on to some more larger sunglasses in that oval shape. We have Versace here. Yeah, it's somewhat in between that oval and the rectangular shape now that I look at it, but it's still pretty cool. Moving on to Dior, we also have this very classical shape. They're not really big, they're not really small, they're like right, perfect size. Somewhat reminds me of the 90s sunglasses. Moving on, even bigger sunglasses in Troy Birch. We see them on just this regular outfits, nothing too special, a little bit on a classy side, but here we are. We also see Ebi Sab also having more of an oval shaped. And yeah, let's just move on. We're heading from the rectangular into the circular format of sunglasses. Not too many of these, but we do see them in Chanel and Giorgio Armani. Perfect face shape for these glasses would be a square face, square-shaped face, as I mentioned before, the heart-shaped face, the pear-shaped face as well. Same reason, trying to smooth out all of those corners. Cat eye sunglasses. All right, so we're heading into like the more classical shape out there. Like in the 60s, everybody was wearing a pair, and it kind of continued on, but not to maybe the same extent. I feel like these are very safe to get, as they're not like crazy trendy, like they're always there. But then if you would like to make a really big statement, then maybe not. And this is probably the most suitable sunglasses for pretty much any face shape, whether it's oval, round, heart-shaped, square-shaped, or even oblong shape. All right. The only show that had kind of on a smaller sunglasses was the Gucci show. They weren't really the super tiny ones. Well, I guess you could say that there were plenty of very tiny ones in the oval shape, like in Jean-Paul Gaultier shows. Yeah, not a lot of these. Next one up are the wraparounds. This is the pretty much trend of the Y2K, and maybe they are moving into a little bit more of a classical shape too, like here in Gucci. You can't really say that they are overly 2000s, but having still that sporty side to them as well. Acne Studios also had plenty of these on the runways. They had somewhat of a mix between cat eye and a wraparound and like a sporty one. They had like plastic rims as well as metal rims that I've spoken about before. If you are interested in those cat eye sunglasses, but you would like to figure out something a little bit more now, maybe think about these ones. If you're enjoying this content so far, please consider to like this video, maybe subscribe if you're not already, write me down a nice little comment, and if you share this, it will be so amazing. Thank you. All right, heading into some more of a sporty versions of sunglasses, and we have a lot of them, and particularly in Dion Lee as well as Balenciaga. So Balenciaga did have these a few years back, and I feel like they were the beginning of this trend for sure with their silver rimmed sporty sunglasses. This time around they presented a lot of different choices. Some of them were kind of just black, some of them with more color. So basically anything that would look like you're going for like an intense bike ride. And not only that, you'll be wearing the whole entire bike leotard situation. I really like the sunglasses, not the leotard. And we see plenty of that on the runways. And these sporty sunglasses were also present on the street style blogs. Cool, it's pretty futuristic, and I feel like it is definitely one of those trends to see. Heading from the sporty into the bug eye, I feel like it's a very thin line in between two of these trends. I feel like the rounder and the bigger you go, the more bug eye it will be. We see these bug eye glasses or sunglasses in a Versace show for sure. It even had some kind of a butterfly wing. This really looks like the sunglass choice of a movie villain for sure. I quite like it. It looks very funny, but still like fashion forward, if you know what I mean. I remember my sister had a pair similar to these. I think they were Dolce & Gabbana from like 2010, and she lent them to me. We were together, we were like swimming in the ocean, and a wave just pushed me and I lost those sunglasses and I felt so bad. Anyways, so let's move on. We see plenty of these in Maison Margiela, having more of like a featured frame, more rounded ones, undercover, somewhat of a mid-size, but having maybe colored lenses, or maybe they're tinted lenses. Very bug-esque for sure. We also see some of that in Sport Max, kind of on a smaller side, but they just look like from far away, like that's an alien coming at you. A little bit creepy. I don't know if this will work for every face shape, but I guess you just need to figure it out, try a bunch of sunglasses, see how they look, maybe take pictures, because like seriously, you don't remember how you look. Off-white, also had really interesting, somewhat like wraparound but alien-esque bug eye sunglasses. You can see just how high up they kind of go, almost like to the forehead and then down. Again, an excellent choice for a movie villain to wear, or like a Matrix remake or something. Let's move on to safety goggles. All right, so Gucci presented many really humongous, oversized, tinted glass, or maybe just regular sunglasses in a format of goggles. So basically covering up half of the face. I think it's pretty cool. I like how it looks on others. I don't necessarily like it for myself, just because whenever I smile, my humongous cheeks just lift those sunglasses up, and it's not the best look. We also see these very large sunglasses in Valentino as well as Michael Kors, like just a kind of a shield format of a sunglasses. Is it something new? Of course not. Is it super trendy? I don't think it's the most trendy sunglasses. Like, if you like it, you like it, you wear it. Off-White also presenting more of a shield-esque versions, not quite the alien-esque ones that we've seen before. Maybe a little bit of more on a safer side. All right, moving on to Oversized. So this is pretty much the same trend, but maybe these are more closely related to classical oversized shape. Maybe they have plastic frames. Maybe they're just don't really look like they're goggles, you know? We see a bunch of them in Balmain, in Burberry, in Roberta Cavalli. I love saying it, Roberta Cavalli. We also see these in Max Mara as well as in Dolce & Gabbana, but I feel like they are not like crazy oversized in Dolce & Gabbana. They feel very normal and still very classical shape, really similar to the Wayfarers from Ray-Ban, like the original style. And they were paired with very classy, but like at the same moment controversial outfits. Same went for Tod's, maybe like a shape is very similar, but with a flat top. Yeah, Tod's were also very classical, yet now. We also have these in Valentino. Nothing too crazy, nothing too big. These shapes go well with both men and women. Maison Margiela had a few pairs of these, and they also presented them in a format of regular glasses as well. So I guess you have some choices when it comes to regular glasses if you need them. Moschino was very interesting. Then everything was kind of melting and drooping, and the sunglasses were not an exception. They were drooping sunglasses. Really cool, and I feel like this is the last show for Jeremy Scott, so maybe it will be a really cool thing to have as kind of like a collectible. Tinted lenses. We see a lot of these. I feel like tinted lenses for fall winter is pretty appropriate. For spring summer, maybe not. Like, it's just the sun is way too bright for those times. But when you just need a little bit of eye protection, or you just need a little bit of an accessory to your outfit, who cares about the eyes? I care about the eyes. Anyways, I feel like these are really cool. We have them in a variety of colors, as we just seen them before in Gucci with the whole goggles situation. We see them in variety of colors like red. We've seen them in yellow, as well as just kind of like a lightly tinted brown, I guess. The only thing that I would say is, if you're wearing red, be careful while driving. Especially if you're like a new place and the lights aren't the same as they are where you live. Once I put those on, and basically all of the lights are red, but the red one is more redder.
if that makes sense. Well, I guess green mixed with red will be brown, so make sure to keep that in mind while you're driving. But other than that, I feel like these are really cool. I really like it, and you can still see the eyes and make that genuine human connection when you're talking to somebody, but you can't hide behind them and look somewhere else. Like, I used to love doing that, kind of like pretend that I'm looking in one direction, but really looking at maybe somebody's outfit or something. So we see many shows with this, like Missoni, we see these on Off-White, as well as Acne Studios. I like it. They're really cool, they're really fresh. Yes, they're remnants of like the 60s, but love it. Why not?
And these tinted sunglasses were definitely a bigger part of the trends for the streetwear. And like me right now, hopefully you can see my eyes, they're a little bit tinted.
Okay, so metallic chrome. This is the last one, you guys, I promise. So we have sunglasses, maybe with these chrome lenses that I mentioned before from the like 10 years ago. Maybe they are of metallic scheme, like here in Balenciaga, we see them like silver and gold, but maybe the lenses aren't as mirrored, so maybe they won't have as many fingerprints on them. I quite like the look, but usually they're very high maintenance when it comes to looking sharp with them. We see this in Givenchy, some models wearing them as headbands, some wearing them as regular sunglasses, and you can see they're very reflective. So can you imagine like all the imperfections that would be visible on the glasses? But for sure, nobody will be able to see where you're looking. And it's a great way to see if you have something stuck in between your teeth too. We have these in a few different colors. We have, as I mentioned, not only golds and silvers, we have blues and reds and maybe other colors too. But
anyways, you guys, hopefully you found a pair of sunglasses that you might want to incorporate into your wardrobe this season. Maybe you have some of these styles already that you can just get out of your closet, and that is one of the things that I encourage you to do. I know this is a trend report. I'm a fashion YouTuber, but I always try to encourage you guys to go into your closet, to be a little bit more sustainable when it comes to new choices that you make about your style, about your wardrobe. Anything that new you're gonna buy is just gonna be a copy of somebody else's bought. If you already have something in your closet, it's gonna be much more unique than something that was, yeah, hopefully that makes sense. I think it does. Anyways, if not, it's okay. Sunglasses are a great and affordable way to kind of uplift your outfits, to create that breath of fresh air, like just blow them. Just think about your face structure, think about what kind of a shape would work better for your face structure, I guess. If you like this video, please consider to like it, of course. Maybe give me a nice little comment, maybe say which sunglasses you think are the best and or which ones you think are overrated. That could happen. If you're not already, subscribe. If you feel like you know somebody who would love this kind of content, please share. I really want to grow, and I need to grow in order to proceed with this whole YouTube thing, which is a very cool thing, but I just spent too much time on it. I think I'm gonna get a burnout if I do everything that I do. If you want to check out how I dress from like day to day, make sure to check out my Instagram. I know it's really difficult to kind of tell what I'm wearing from like just a video that stops at my boobs. Make sure to check out some more trend report videos that are for fall winter 2023-2024, and yeah, we'll see you guys later. Stay classy. Bye.